I know a lot of people that think that porn does not hurt them, but the reality is that porn does harm people. Not only does it harm your heart, it harms your brain. There are many studies that show the release of dopamine that is released in your brain while watching pornography is the same amount that's released when you do a line of cocaine. And so that's why people, they might start off watching a scene here and there, but eventually it becomes addictive and you start watching more scenes. And then, you know, the quote unquote morally acceptable scenes, maybe you're watching a husband and a wife, they don't fill you anymore. And so you start to get darker and deeper into the cycle of pornography and the web of pornography. And then you start watching things where you start to feel very ashamed that you're watching those types of things. It also shows, I just saw an image of a healthy brain versus a brain on porn. And it's like it shuts down the whole like frontal lobe in your brain. So not only does it harm your mind, it also harms your heart because it affects the way that you see people. Maybe once you start watching pornography, it starts normalizing perversion. So rather than just seeing your friends as your friends, you're undressing them in your mind, and your thoughts are just contaminated and your thoughts become dark. I see porn all the time impacting marriages. Maybe you want to get married one day. Maybe you're watching this and you are married and you watch pornography. I mean, 65% of marriages end in divorce because of pornography. Porn is not reality, it is just a fantasy. So I want to like tear down that lie as well. Pornography will not only harm you, but I just also think of the performers that are in the business who are hurting and they are broken and they are performing these scenes and they're acting. And that's one thing a lot of people don't recognize. They think, oh, these people just want to be in the industry. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm watching grown adults. You know, they signed up for this business, which not everybody did sign up for that business. The last 3 years that I was in the business, I had a pimp. I didn't want to be in that industry, but I was. There's other performers in the business that have pimps. I have been on set with women who have, you know, while I was using drugs, I'd see them pounding back bottles of alcohol before the scene because they needed to numb themselves before they perform, before they act. In porn, it's like, we vote with our dollar, we vote with our views. If we keep watching pornography, we are voting with our views that this is acceptable, we want this in our world. But what happens if everybody wakes up and says, this isn't good for us? I'm going to get my fulfillment through Jesus, not through porn. And as people start to wake up and the views become less and less, what happens? Maybe the porn industry would shut down peripherally.